Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and I'm here with Mikey. That's it.
Hey,
Just
sorry,
Mikey.
my brain just shut off for a second there.
It happens. It happens. We're not getting any younger. Oh God, we're not getting any younger. So, in between episodes, I died. I stepped away for a moment. I had talked to Heather and used the restroom, and apparently, this is a story Mikey's giving me. I don't know if I believe it. He seems shifty. Apparently, he went outside the fence, and correct me if I'm wrong in any of this. Concussion creeper went off, blew a zombie in here. Zombie smacked me into the water, and I drowned to death.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. As I'm chasing after the zombie, trying to kill it before it hit you into the water, and
I drowned.
Nope, before I could get there, you were in the water. Like,
I'm like, why is there a squid in front of me, and why am I dead? Whatever. So, yes, what are those machines where people put a marble in it and it, like, hits the dominoes? And
Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit like that.
It kind of was,
yes. I think there's a good chance that Mikey might have just Rube Goldberg me right here. So, anyways, but we're back. We're both alive-ish, and we're good to go from there, so. All right, I am just trying my best to get through this whole... cross-cropping thing. I've actually only got 3 more in the quest book to do, so blue orchids and daisies, so I'm hoping I can get through these real quick and get into some other stuff, so wait, do I have daisies? Wait a minute, how do I get daisies? Oh yeah, they're right there. Alright, blue orchids. Anyway, sorry. You don't know what the toll being Rube Goldberg in a video does to your mental state. I'm telling you, it's very alarming, to say the least. So
apparently,
yes. Anyways, but yeah. So everybody seems to be enjoying the series. It was Mikey's idea for us to go retro, and I'm thinking it was a very good idea that helped out, definitely. Yeah, people seem to be kind of sticking around, so that makes me happy. All right, where is the other new one? It's right here. Okay. So wait, what was I trying to make? Oh, and poppies. That's right. All right. So what are you working on?
Right now I'm trying to get enough iron essence to get some iron. I'm actually using some of this magical fertilizer to speed the process along a little bit.
Yeah. Now, does this pack have watering cans?
I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
No. That would have. I think the pack designer said that would make life too easy, and well.
Who knows? When they made the pack, there may not have been watering cans out yet. I don't know.
Oh no, there were.
Oh, was there? Okay, so.
Yeah, this was the days of the extra utilities. Always full watering can once you filled it.
Yeah.
Before they decided that was too powerful.
Yeah.
And you had to refill it after every 2 or 3 uses or something like that.
All right, what do we got here? Dye seeds going in. Good. Okay, so you're just waiting for them to move, and then you poop them over. Okay, cool. Coal and iron going. Now, did you make the copper seeds yet, or no?
I got the copper seeds, yeah. I'm just waiting for a spot to be able to start growing them, and I've got 8 iron ore in my hand right now.
Yeah. You can use any of these other plots to do it too. You know,
yeah, I know. I'm just
3. So, all right. So let's see where I'm at. I'm kind of losing myself here on what I'm trying to do. So we got these 2 going. All right, we got our garlic. That's good. Okay, so that takes care of that one. And it looks like we only have 2 more, and then I won't have to do this one anymore, this quest line, which will be very handy. All right, let's put this stuff away real quick. All right, I'm going to try kind of take a little look at the book here real quick. You got the iron seeds. All right, once again, do you want me to keep going weak essence, or did you want the 2 iron essence right now?
In these ones, I'd go for the actual essence rather than the weak essence.
Okay.
The ore essence, ones that actually make us stuff.
Okay. All right, so I got those. So that's all the quests. Okay, so back in the first quest line, 85% done. Oh, okay, it popped up to make the garden trowel.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna look into that real quick. See if we.
That's one of the reasons I want to get some of the iron going.
Oh, we need the iron for that, so I can't do that. Okay.
Well, no, I've got some cooking right now.
Okay.
I've got almost got 8 iron ingots right now.
Mm-mm. How do you spell it?
Which trial does it want?
It's the little pointy one from Garden Core. At least that's what the picture is. So that's a stick, iron, and some compost. We'll make that one. And then from there, it's going to have us go into, I think, the pots, which I've never really used very well. Oh, did you get a thing? Okay. I need to get a stick. The pots, I think they have an advantage because you can, you don't have to put them in the ground, but I don't remember 100%. I just don't remember using them that much. Where am I going? Do I poop on me? I do not. That's where I'm going.
Do I have poop on me?
God, you would think, surprisingly, it's a question I ask myself way too often. I do remember, and this is going to be a random story from the past. It's a short one. When my oldest daughter was born, pink cacti, I was 20 years old. I had absolutely zero clue of anything I was doing. And so, and her mom was also, about the same age. I think she was like a year older than me. So once again, didn't know what we were doing. And I remember distinctively one of those times in your life that for some reason you almost see it like a home movie, right? Of us in there, we just changed, and for anybody who doesn't have kids, those early baby diapers are rough. They are rough to deal with, and they're gross. Is basically what I'm getting at. And changed our daughter, and we had gotten like fast food, like burgers or something, and brought it back to the house. And I remember my ex-wife freaking out because she realized right as she was about to eat that she had poop on her hand.
Oh, God.
Just a little bit on the side, nothing major. And I thought that was the funniest thing. Oh my God, I laughed so hard. She of course jumps up. She actually hadn't started eating yet or anything like that. She jumps up, she washes her hands, she's freaking out. Because it had been like 10 minutes since we had changed the diaper. And I remember just sitting on the couch, laughing, eating my burger, being so amused. And as I'm laughing at her and eating my burger, I notice on the side of my hand, I too have poop. And I think at that exact moment was the day that I became a father. I know that she was born long before this, but that was the day I went from being a dad to being a father. So, yeah. So that anytime anybody for some reason ever talks about poop, that's one story that always pops into my head is me laughing at my ex-wife because she had poop in her hand while I had poop in my hand. So the point is, everybody should have kids. It's magical.
Yeah, no thank you.
I was waiting for that. Oh, man.
Not like I hate kids or anything. I just have no desire to raise any of my own.
Yeah. I started young, so I was kind of done with it. And I think, obviously it skewed my point of view in reference. Of course, now I'm always going to say for the rest of my life, oh, yes, of course but if I was my age now and still didn't have kids, I don't know what my viewpoint would be. But it's interesting. It's interesting, especially now because they're older. They're, 19 and 21. My youngest daughter actually moved out, so it's a whole new thing. And with that now, Heather's 3 sons are, younger. They're all still in school, elementary, junior high, and high school. So, I kind of got warped back a little bit in reference to what I do. And it, obviously wasn't as scary because I've already done it and stuff like that. But there is always a time that I would be like, what would I be like if it was, because, Trin moving out, I did not take well whatsoever. But, I still had a full house. I'm curious how much of a mess it would be if I wasn't, kind of distracted by still having a house full of kids. So yeah, that's interesting. But so yeah, just going back to stuff I've done before. We've Heather's youngest has started soccer, and that's another fun thing is that, mind you, I just had girls. So, and I had girls who they weren't very girly, but they also weren't very sporty. They really weren't into like playing soccer and playing, other things like that. And I have found myself recently, because I have gone to 2 soccer games. Now, it's one of those soccer things, because it's all, pretty young kids, generally like under 12, where they don't really keep score. They don't definitively point out a winner. It's more for fun. It's team building. It's all that stuff. And I never realized about myself, but I'm totally one of those dads that is just standing on the sidelines, just be like, give me the clipboard, I'll do it. The last time there's been at least a couple, I'm sitting there, I'm like yelling at kids that I don't know their name. I'm like, you, haircut, spread out, get over there. So I'm having to find a way to pull that. That's what I guess is a natural response inside of me. So, but yeah, my daughters never really did much extracurricular stuff. Like, they weren't ever into like drama. They weren't into sports. They, Trin was in like National Honor Society, but there's really not a whole lot that the parents are involved in that. But I'm trying not to be like rage dad, so. But I remind myself when it's over that, we ask you, did you have fun? Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm like, all right, well, cool, there we go. That's all we needed to worry about then.
Good. Now, her oldest is playing Ultimate Frisbee also?
He is. I really don't know how that works. Like,
I don't.
Not the game. I don't know how the game works either, but he goes to practices, and apparently it's... When I went to school, I lived in a small town, and they really much stuck to the basics. There was football, basketball, baseball, and wrestling for boys. For girls, there was cheerleading. I think there was softball, and I think there was volleyball and a girls' basketball team. And that was really about it. So, and generally, all of those things kind of have seasons. Parts of the year they're played. Football usually at the beginning, then baseball, then basketball. But yeah, he goes to a polytech school, and they don't have any of those things. It is very much a school for smart kids. And I think this is kind of normal, but they have no textbooks. Everything's on laptops that is supplied to them by the school. They don't have like PE. They don't have any. Now, they are connected to another school in the area where if you wanted to join the football team, you would just join the football team of that other high school.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the schools are very connected where we live. Even to the point where when he takes like an after school, like an activities bus type thing, the bus from his school goes to the other high school, and he gets on a different bus to bring him home.
Oh.
Just because, there's not nearly as many kids for, after school stuff than there is just at the end of the day of school. So yeah, if they wanted to join any of those things, they could. They would literally be playing for a different high school, but it's not like they'd be playing against their own school because their school doesn't have the teams. But yeah, he joined Ultimate Frisbee, which apparently just goes year round, and people just kind of come and go as they please.
Huh.
Yeah. So, to my knowledge, he hasn't had a game yet. If so, we didn't go. I know that there was one day we dropped him off where there was kind of like kind of a workshop / tournament for Ultimate Frisbee, which from what I understand is kind of like non-contact football with a Frisbee or something like that, or I don't get it. You throw the frisbee back and forth. You try and make. It could be Quidditch for all I have no idea.
It was made by some college kids that were probably stoned.
Yeah.
So I mean, the rules probably are kind of random.
Yeah, but
by the way, I'm starting to work towards getting us eggs.
Okay, cool. I got those 2 quests done in that chapter. It looks like there's one more hidden we'll have to unlock. But with these pots, it says, not everyone wants to recess their farm into the ground, yet if you place the soil on the surface, it's simply unattractive. Delving into the use of ceramics will hopefully let you build a planter box of sorts with the capacity for enough soil to support a farm. So these, yeah, it's an interesting way to do it. I can see it doing it aesthetically, but you put these down and they all have connect. You can actually get inside of them. I know you can put water. I think you can put water in here, so you could actually, let's see. Oh, nope, maybe not. Okay, well. Never mind on the whole water thing. But yeah, you can just plant them in these pots instead of in the ground. And watch. So if I get this garden soil and I put this across, there you go. See, it acts just like it does in the ground. And I guess you could technically cross crop and everything. So that might be, I don't know. I guess it's useful. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself, but
yeah.
Different, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looks neat. All right, what do we got here? Another one of those. That's not what we want. Let's do that, and let's do that. Those ones are done. Okay. Yeah, so, but they have some gaming clubs, both tabletop and, kind of video gaming, and they do after school stuff. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So
that's cool.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know if there's games. I don't know if there's enough schools where they play like a season. Yeah, hey, he seems to enjoy it, so
that's the key thing.
Yep, good on him. Go for it there, buddy. I have zero clue, but All right, so let's see. We'll see those things. So we got that. You're working on what the world is made of, and you made tin seeds. Sweet. Keep going with the tin essence, or go with the essence.
I would say go with tin essence. Yeah, just to have it, just to be safe.
All right. The way the world works, that is the Britannia line that we're kind of at a crossroads because we need more iron. What the world teaches. This is the books and the maps and stuff. We should probably look into that and go on an adventure sometime soon. What the world enables. This is the one that had the snorkel, but now they've included making the vat from, I believe, mariculture, which is kind of, if I remember correctly, I think that whole line is almost like making a smeltery. And then now they have, oh man, I haven't messed with these in a while, the wooden engines and the transport pipes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, having to, make the pipe sealant and all that stuff. I'm going to see if I can make a snorkel. Hope I typed the right letter. All right, so the snorkel. So for anybody who doesn't know, in this pack, I'll begrudgingly show you real quick. When you go into water, watch my bubbles. So I go in, and the bubbles drop fast. Like I was already drowning when I hit the bottom. And the snorkel, I believe the snorkel just kind of puts it back to the normal vanilla bubble thing as long as you're wearing it. So, let's see. So I need to make glass. Do we have? Well, I guess we could have sand somewhere, right? I'm going to make 2 pieces of glass. This actually isn't too bad to make. Oh, we can use red sand. There we go. So did you go to a pretty big high school, or
It was smaller. So I think the graduating class was like 700, which is maybe medium size is the best way to describe it.
Okay, our viewpoints are different. Here, 700 would be gigantic.
Oh,
yeah.
No, there's cities here where there's 2,000 or 3,000 people graduating.
Really? I cannot even fathom going to a school that big. Like that
I
makes my
couldn't
brain
either.
hurt. Oh my god. Even I think my graduating class was like 150 maybe. And I think Heather might have actually even gone to a smaller one. I think like she said like her graduating class was like 70 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can see why 700 seems, pretty big to us. But yeah, that makes sense. So.
Yeah.
No, I grew up in kind of a smaller town. Now
Yeah.
out here, basically what happened in like the Tucson area is during the 70s, this is when the city really exploded. And I always find this kind of amusing because what they did was anytime a builder bought a chunk of land and wanted to get the permits to build a new neighborhood, not just, a couple of houses, but, a pretty big area, they would pretty much put in an elementary school because of, where did all Sugar King go? They would put in an elementary school because the whole point of like a new neighborhood, with these new houses was to attract like, young families, newer parents with younger kids. So they would always put in elementary school. Well, what ended up happening is here, all of a sudden we just had this huge abundance of elementary schools. There at one point in town where, the girls went, there was literally an elementary school about every half mile.
Oh, wow.
I want to say there was like 6 within like a 3 mile. And 4 of them were on the same road, about half a mile from each other, yeah. And then all of a sudden, they started closing them because what happened is a lot of these, families in the 70s that had young kids, well, the kids moved out, the people got old, they just stayed in their house. They didn't, sell them. And so all of a sudden there wasn't nearly as many kids around. Oh, yeah, the snorkel works real well. It's actually better than vanilla. Okay. Anyways, here's one more amusing story. So Trin, when she was going to school, she started in elementary school at a certain elementary school, right? And then when she got to 4th grade, so one more year before she was out of elementary school, the school closed. It was one of them. There was just too many of them. And all the kids from that school basically got trucked to the other schools that weren't that far. So she spent her 5th grade year at a different school with about half her friends. Half her friends went to one. It all depended on where you lived. So she finishes that. She goes on to middle school, junior high, and she goes through 6th grade and 7th grade. And then at the end of her 7th grade year, they close her junior high.
Oh, wow.
So now she's got to go to a new junior high for the last year. So all through high school, she was super paranoid, and admittedly, I didn't help the situation, that she was going to go through her junior year of high school, and in the summer between her junior and senior year, they were going to close down her high school, and she was going to have to go to a new one. And like I said, elementary, junior high, she went to the same school, then all of a sudden, boom, had to switch schools, which, it's weird to, go from, like, say, elementary to junior high, but, even if, especially if a couple elementaries kind of push into one junior high, you meet a lot of new kids. But to having to do that at the end of elementary and then do it again the next year in junior high, then once she got settled in, she had to do it in 8th grade, then turn around and do it in high school, so... Yeah, she literally went to like a bunch of different schools without us actually ever moving very far. So, but now they've chilled out on closing all those schools. All right, how do I make an oyster? Let's see. It won't let me. Oh, I think I gotta go find one.
Oh, boy.
All right, well, we are way over, so next episode looks like I'm going on an adventure to find water.
And I've traveled a good distance, and I haven't seen any water.
So have I. Maybe, you know what, maybe I have, if I went that way, out that direction. There was someplace I thought, but I could remember regrowth from 3 years ago. So all right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up there. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. Go check out the other, my brain turned off. See, you do at the beginning, I do at the end. Go check out all the channels down in the description while you're there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to come hang out with myself, Mikey, and the rest of the squad, chit chat on our Patreon-only Discord. Hang out on our 5 servers. That's 3 Minecraft, an Ark, and a 7 Days to Die servers. And get to meet all the other awesome patrons while helping support what we do. You can do that by becoming a Patreon. Go check out the Patreon link down below for more information. It's the beginning of the month. It is the best time to do it. And if you guys want to get your very own server for Minecraft, Ark, 7 Days to Die, or a slew of other games, go check out Host Havoc. You can go to their website and see all the games they support. They're always trying to add new stuff. And you can get a server for you and your friends to play on. And make sure you use our link if you're going to check them out, especially if you're going to get a server. But even if you're just going to browse, use our link. That way they know that you're coming from one of our videos. And until the next episode, we want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.